And two women came up and said, "Oh, we never interrupt like this." And imagine my complete and utter surprise that they had no interest in anything I had to say at all. But George was very gracious and generous with his time and very kind to these women. And they left, walking on cloud nine with heads intact. So we're very happy to have a friend and a partner, a novelist, a screenwriter, executive producer of Game of Thrones, and owner of the Jean Cocteau Theater.
Thank you. I'm amazed to be here and to meet everyone. And I'm glad that everyone is wearing name tags. I'm often asked how I keep straight all of the hundreds of characters in my books. And my answer is always, well, I use the brain synapses that normal people use for remembering real people. So, please don't be mad at me if I forget who you are in the next 10 minutes, even though I just met you, because that's just the way it works. But I do remember characters who appeared in the second book for one scene on page 315. It's just something odd about the way my brain works. But it's great to see so many people here in this New Mexico film community, and to hear all the great things that the foundation is going to be doing. I really hope we can get it going and make a big success of it and all that. I was fascinated to hear all these films you have showing somewhere here.
Yeah.
I guess. One thing at the Cocteau that I said right from the beginning when I bought it and reopened it is we want to support local filmmakers. So if some of the people who have made that film would like to talk about having a screening at the Cocteau, come down sometime and talk to me or talk to John Bowman, our manager. I know many of you know John. He's been a big part of the film community for here for 40 years, I think, like that. And we're all in favor of screening films by local filmmakers and giving them a shot, putting them on the big screen, well, the medium-sized screen at the Cocteau. But we do have, we've added digital projection equipment to the old 35mm, so we have both facilities. We have brand new Dolby sound. We have a slightly bigger screen, so we can give you a picture, a good screening. Whether it's a good picture, that depends on you. But beyond that, that wasn't actually what I came here for. I wanted to announce, although I've been involved in film and television, mostly actually television, in many ways over the years. I've been a producer on a couple television shows. I've gone through development hell in many projects. I've had books and stories of mine adapted and optioned ad nauseum. But I'm primarily a writer, despite all the other hats I may have worn in the film industry. I seem to have forgotten my hat today. Just when it's hailing, I forget my hat. I'm primarily a writer, and I'm primarily a writer of science fiction and fantasy. Those are the two genres where I've made my name, and the two genres that I love, although I read widely and I watch a lot of different television shows and movies, but those are my first loves. So Dirk came to me and talked to me about some ideas for supporting film production in New Mexico, filmmakers in New Mexico, and what I've decided to do is sponsor an annual science fiction and fantasy screenwriting award. $5,000 annually to the best screenplay or teleplay by a New Mexico writer in the science fiction or fantasy genres. So we'll work out all the rules for that. I know Dirk has already been recruiting some judges to weigh all the entrees, and I'm sure you'll be coming out with the rules and the submission deadlines and all of that. And my part, a check and shaking the hand of the lucky winner, and perhaps debuting their film eventually at the Jean Cocteau.